Welcome to the weekend, everybody. Let's get it going with NBA action on 2K Sports. And tonight, it'll be the Memphis Grizzlies going up against the Minnesota Timberwolves. This is Kevin Harlan. We've got Chris Webber and Greg Anthony with us. And from the sideline, we'll be hearing from David Aldridge. A moment here now. Yeah, tonight, Greg, two teams with a lot of talent, but also a lot of inexperience.
And we'll see some spectacular plays, but also a few boneheaded ones as well. Always interesting to watch these young players develop.
And the starting lineup for the Timberwolves. D'Angelo Russell out there with Patrick Beverley. Then it's Karl Anthony Towns. Then there's Anthony Edwards. And it's Vanderbilt in at the power forward. Gets it to fall. The bucket from Bane.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from three. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
Here's the three. And Jones pulls it down. And it's Jones with the ball for the Grizzlies. It's a three-point game. Got that bucket in no time at all.
Looking comfortable taking his shot. Got to respect Jackson's touch from this area if you're the defense.
Here's Russell. He's been a go-to guy for them when they've needed offense. He's averaging 19 points a game.
The finish was nice, but the setup was better.
Yeah, G8, the pick working to full effect before the stuff.
Yeah, coach is definitely pleased. That's the execution he loves to see.
Timberwolves have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. Now Dylan Brooks, who went to Oregon, was the 2017 Pac-12 Player of the Year.
Yeah, and the second-round pick that year, I mean, he was taken 45th. Despite that, he's carving out a solid career as a two-way wing. Russell plays with an aggressive attitude. I mean, the catch-and-shoot jump shot is right in line with his mentality on offense.
For real. Come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
Let's talk about it. The great competition going on. That's what makes a matchup like this so much fun to watch.
Pass to Vanderbilt. Nice ball movement by Minnesota. Towns sets the pick for Edwards. And Towns gets it to go.
The long arms, the positioning. Towns is excellent at knowing how to gobble up those second chance opportunities. And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Yeah, very little resistance. I mean, you had to bring much faster help than that.
And Adams sends it back.
Adams puts every ounce of energy into his defense. He's not out there to contest shots. He's out there to reject them.
It's hauled in by Karl Anthony Towns. And he's going to get whistled for that foul, GA. That was intentional, but not exactly logical.
How about pointless to foul there? I mean, I don't know where his head is, but it's not in the game.
Kyle Anderson, he's checked in for Jaren Jackson. Minnesota also with the sub. Naz Reid, he's checked in for Vanderbilt.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
Anderson, count that one.
They've wasted no time settling into their offense.
Timberwolves trail by 7. Russell with a wide open look. It's good from the top of the key. And that's now 7 points for D'Angelo Russell.
3 for 4 to start. I mean, he's going to try to keep this streak going as long as he can.
That's their 3rd straight make off an assist.
And Beverly kicks to Reed. To the middle, here's Russell. Score the basket. His 4th. He's only missed 1 of his 5 shots tonight. 1:36 left in the first quarter. Here's Bane. And he sinks that one, hitting the back of the rim on the way in. Bane's got 5 points so far. And for the Grizzlies, they come in off a good outing against the Lakers. Pass to Reed. Dishes it to Russell. Lets it go with a 3. Again, Russell missing. And it's Anderson with the ball for Memphis. They lead by 7. Last time they came together was in Minnesota, where they felled the Wolves.
Well, if they want to avoid the outcome of that first meeting, they'll need to be stronger on the glass. They were completely outmatched in the last one.
They needed more fire and intensity tonight. Even if they don't win the battle of the boards, they have to put up a fight.
Just impressed with the teamwork out there, setting the table for one another.
Passes it to Russell. It's stolen by Adams. Jones looking for an opening.
You know, I love how he absorbs the foul and still had a chance to knock that one down.
The Grizzlies shooting their first free throws of the night.
At the line for your Grizzlies.
He misses the free throw. Some changes for Memphis. Tillman, he's checked in for Steven Adams. Conchar comes in for Brooks. And it's DeAnthony Melton in for Bain. Timberwolves also changing it up. Okogie's checked in for Towns. McDaniels comes in for Edwards. And it's Malik Beasley in for Patrick Beverly. That one falls.
Fantastic ball movement. They're picking them apart with their passing.
And DeAnthony Melton picks up the foul. That's his first foul.
Foul right off the bat. You hate to pick up your first one so quick.
To the floor for your Grizzlies, Brandon Todd.
19 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. Russell against Clark to end the run. And it's Russell missing. Pulls up. And good as it just snugs right down through the net.
Their play on both ends has been superb. We'll see if they can maintain the momentum.
Yeah, got to be careful. It's still early. They've expended a lot of energy, but they've also built a nice cushion here.
That's good from Beasley. And both free throws good for Beasley.
His free throw shooting is something they never need to worry about. He doesn't even know how to go through a cold streak.
And so it's the Memphis Grizzlies looking at a 13-point lead heading into the next quarter. Defensively, they have gotten after it, contesting every shot going up. Back right after this. And one of the better young two-way big men.
Probably be more of a backline help.
Now with his 7'4" wingspan, Jackson has all the tools to be an elite rim protector.
But advanced understanding of positioning. His father was an NBA player, so he's been taught the game from a young age.
And so far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. And guys, the Grizzlies enjoying a nice lead here.
Well, they use the fast break to generate some easy buckets before the defense could get set.
They're setting the pace early. Aggressive mind state. I love their approach so far.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade as the second quarter gets going. So on the floor for Memphis. Up at the forward spots, it's Anderson and Jackson. Then it's DeAnthony Melton. And it's Conchar into the shooting guard.
Their third three-pointer in a row.
After 3 seasons at Michigan State, Xavier Tillman came to the NBA ready to make an impact.
A tremendous feel for the game. I mean, he knows where to be on both ends. He has all the makings of a quality two-way player.
That's a dozen straight points coming off the trip.
To the paint, here's Okogie. The rebound by Anderson. Anderson's got 4 rebounds now tonight.
A good board there, Kevin, but overall they're getting slightly out-rebounded. And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
Down low. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. Well, for a lot, Chris, the mid-range shot has fallen out of favor in the past decade or so. Do you think that trend will go the other way at some point?
Well, let's talk about it, Kevin. The mid-range shot didn't fall out of favor with champions. Golden State, don't they shoot mid-range? Oh, yeah, they did. Toronto, didn't they shoot mid-range? Yeah, I think so. Let's see, who was before that? LeBron's teams? Cleveland, Miami, did they shoot mid-range? Yeah. So I just want to change that statement and narrative. Everyone check it out. Winners, yeah, they have mid-range games. Those that don't have any mid-range games, they haven't won a championship.
Now let's go to the sideline and catch up with our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge.
Kevin, the number of female officials in the NBA has grown in recent years. Commissioner Adam Silver said, "We've expanded our pipeline to greatly increase the pool of potential hires, and we've seen encouraging results. There's no reason why we shouldn't have more women as officials, coaches, and basketball executives in our league." Kevin?
Thank you, D.A. Here's Bain. He clangs bangs that one off the back iron, and down it falls. Baines got his third basket of the night. The pass to Edwards. The Timberwolves working the ball around them.
And how about the quick eyes there from Towns? Finds a hole in the defense and exploits it there with a nice find.
And the Grizzlies leading by 21. And it's good, 2 points. 13 points for Brooks.
And nice job taking what the defenders gave him. These guys need a gut check right now.
I mean, I don't know what they were thinking. You have to know the scouting report. He's a threat from out there.
Beasley finds Towns. It's stolen by Jones. And oh, here we go. Brooks got it, the fast break chance. And that comes off the assist by Jones. Jones has got 9 assists now tonight.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Beasley, the pass to Vanderbilt. And foul on the shots. And it looks like, yep, it's a coach's challenge on the personal foul. That triggers a replay review by the officials.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul.
The previous play is under
Easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving at.
After the review, the challenge is successful.
To make the right call. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
And some changes here for the Grizzlies. Brandon Clark, he's checked in for Adams. Williams comes in for Dylan Brooks. And Culver's subbed in for Bain. Minnesota also with the sub. Prince is checked in. And the second free throw, good.
And working, Kevin, themselves to the line here in the second. A nice way to get your offense going.
They get it back. Played in with a nice touch off the glass.
And with the success they've had rebounding the basketball, they're right where you'd expect them to be, firmly in the driver's seat.
Here's Prince. Grizzlies with the rebound. Their last game, a win against the Lakers, looking to carry it into this one.
And with the type of defense they played that day, they were able to cause a lot of mistakes.
Oh, boy, that was the kind of effort coaches love to see. So active, such energy at the defensive end.
And that one's good. Beverly.
A tough start scoring the basketball, but they're starting to turn it around now.
Trains the three-pointer.
Yeah, this looks like a pregame shoot-around with all the threes they're allowing.
Prince outside. To the inside. Williams with the steal. There's the three. And again, it's the Grizzlies from deep.
He's not going to get an easier look than that. You don't need to double team him, but you can't leave him all alone.
The shot's good. Beverly's got 4 points now in the quarter.
And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash mouth physical basketball, guys. And the jump shot has been a dimension of this game where they've had a clear advantage.
Inside, here's Towns, and the dunk by Towns.
Just phenomenal awareness by Beverly, just dishing the ball to the wide open man easily.
And so it's Jones. He'll bring it up for the Memphis Grizzlies. Following this one, they get to host the Rockets. And they've been enjoying this long homestand. That will be game 4 of 5 in a row at home. And the foul is called. He intentionally grabbed him there for some reason. I don't know.
Kevin, all I can think of is that he's trying to slow the game down a little bit. That's a stretch, though. Definitely a strange move on his part.
Well, in overtime, Beverly has established himself as just a defensive specialist, juggernaut, an absolute pest who plays his tail off on both ends of the floor.
Nailed from three-point land. Jones has got 13.
Yet another 3. Once we hit the second quarter, it just seems as if those threes just started to fall like raindrops. And all you got to do is look at the rebounding margin as to why they hold the lead.
Yeah, sure. I mean, when you take care of the backboard, you can limit teams to one shot.
And so it's the Memphis Grizzlies sitting pretty as the quarter comes to a close. Their lead all the way up there at 35 points. The scoring has been tremendous, and they are shooting lights out with very high accuracy. And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin.
All right, Dave, thank you. And time now for the halftime break with the third quarter soon to follow right here on 2K Sports.
Welcome. First up, let's look at the two guys who are each leading their respective teams through the first half.
A couple of players running wild at the point tonight, but both guys trying not to get too caught up in a head-to-head battle. As point guards, they still got teams to run. They cannot make it personal.
And now let's talk about that first half. Everything falling into place for the Memphis Grizzlies.
Well, they were completely in rhythm shooting the basketball. Just watching the flow of their offense, everything clicked into place. Fantastic shot selection. They took advantage of everything the defense gave them.
And that is a wrap. Now let's send you back to Kevin Harlan for the start of the third quarter.
And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. Here's Jones. He's got 13. And so in the game for the Timberwolves, they've got Edwards. Russell is out there with Patrick Beverly. Then it's Karl Anthony Towns. And it's Vanderbilt in at the 4.
And I've been impressed with the unselfishness, but also getting guys the ball where they can do something with it.
Yeah, he's just not giving the ball up. He's passing with a purpose, and this lead to scores.
And Towns, not known for his rim protection, but he's improved in that area recently, challenging and changing more shots.
And Towns throws it down.
Yeah, that's what we call playing with force. And Towns going up for the dunk, daring the defense to contest.
Good. He's got 9.
Unwilling to let up, even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flames.
Oh, yeah, and that's what you love about him. He shows no mercy, even with a comfortable lead.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
Jackson gets the bucket. And with Towns, Greg, you knew he had the potential for rim defense, and it became a focus for him.
Yeah, and a lot of defense is putting in the effort. Credit Towns for improving in that area, and we'll see if he can take another step defensively.
Adams, and it's Memphis with another.
And they are earning points with the jump shot now.
Now, here is Russell. Tight defense on him. Puts it up from 12. It's rebounded by Memphis. Adams has got 4 rebounds now tonight. Jackson, that's a 2-pointer, and he knocks down the jumper. Jackson's got 6 here in this quarter.
Boy, you have to be impressed with the offensive production. They have got it firing on all cylinders.
No, and they're showing no signs of letting up. I love this approach right now. They value each possession.
Edwards, that's good. Edwards got his first bucket in this one.
And that's what they're looking for from Edwards. Scoring from all areas of the court, even mid-range, keeps the defense honest. That's 10 straight off of the mid-range.
Edwards passes to Towns. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. Steven Adams picks one up, and he's got his first free throw of the game. The first one falls.
It's impressive how far Towns has come. Already a standout back when he was a Rookie of the Year. He's never stopped working on his game.
Catching up on the changes for Memphis. Tillman, he's checked in for Adams. Kyle Anderson comes in for Jackson. And it's DeAnthony Melton in for Jones. And then for Minnesota, Okogie's checked in for Vanderbilt. McDaniels comes in for Edwards. And it's Malik Beasley in for Patrick Beverly.
And physically, there's no doubt they've been the stronger team. A +10 rebound advantage tells you all you need to know. Yeah, a big part of this run here has been their ability to score from mid-range.
Here's Russell with the three. That shot off. And the Grizzlies going the other way now.
2 minutes remaining in the
Here's
third.
Tillman. Good for the 5th time in 5 shots. He remains perfect.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
Here's Russell with the three. And the rebound goes to the Grizzlies. Brooks has got 4 rebounds in this game. Wasted no time on that one. Anderson's got his 2nd bucket of the game to go.
Offensively, defensively, they are in total control.
Starting to take over here, building a big lead that could ultimately prove insurmountable.
The fader. And once again off the mark by Minnesota.
And this quarter, he has clearly been off the mark.
Here's Bain. Lays it up off the glass. Bain's got 13.
And what a great start to the second half. They've hit everything they've looked at thus far.
Towns wide open. The Timberwolves again can't hit.
No matter what looks they get, they just can't convert to stop this run.
No, doing anything they can to stop the bleeding, but so far they've had no answers. They couldn't have asked for much more from him today. He's been a key force in their offense.
Towns kicks to Beasley. Here's McDaniels. Uses the glass to finish the layup. McDaniels got his first bucket of the night.
I like that pick play. I mean, you can see how easily it makes it for him to get to the cup.
That one goes in.
Oh, man, a sound perimeter shooter who massively improved his jump shot over the years. A testament to Anderson's work ethic.
Towns dishes to Beasley. Out to Russell. Shoots the three. And Bain pulls it down.
And a big lead for them on both the scoreboard and the backboard thus far.
And this shot has to give Anderson confidence. I mean, it's one he continues to try to hone over time.
There's Russell with the three. The rebound by Anderson. Anderson's got 6 rebounds now in the game.
You can see the frustration in the quarter on his face, especially with his team trailing.
Brooks for 3. And he beats the buzzer. Wow!
Yeah, that's just an amazing play to get that ball off in time.
All about the clock awareness. Great job to come through for a squad right there.
And so it's Memphis with a huge lead at the break. Safe to say there's no catching them today. Their defense has been terrific in this game. We come back right after this. And 1 quarter to go in a game that to this point has not been an evenly fought contest. The Timberwolves shooting just 39% from the field, struggling to find that net. We've got DeAnthony Melton. He's out there with Culver, and it's Clark in at the 4-man position. That's the lineup in the game for Memphis. And here are the Grizzlies now. Tries it from the top of the key, and he buries that one, drilling the rim on the way down.
And I love the rhythm Culver plays with. It's what helps him create the space to knock these shots down.
Here's Prince, and he drops it in from the low post.
Oh, even from that range, the floater is one of the toughest shots in the game.
Stripped it away. Pass to Reed. Fires from deep. The Grizzlies pull it in. Now Clark. And again, it's Memphis with the 3.
Yeah, those are starting to add up, guys. Of their last 5 baskets, 3 have been triples.
Here's Noel. He's guarded by Melton. Noel passes to Reed. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
That's his second personal
And a
foul.
quick look at how the Grizzlies' schedule is shaping up. On Saturday, they'll take on John Wall and the Houston Rockets. And then on Monday, they'll be facing Joel Embiid and the Philadelphia 76ers.
And for that matchup with the Kings, that's going to be one where it would take a lot of errors and maybe a cold shooting night for things to go wrong. They just have that much of an advantage over that team. Wow, they've made every free throw here in the second half.
A nice shot by Culver.
And this is how you want to come out of the half. Prolific and efficient.
Oh, just a dream scenario for them so far. Their offense looking like a well-oiled machine.
Nice ball movement by Minnesota. 2 points. That one goes. Reeves got 4 points now in the quarter.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Got that one up quick.
That's just the product of good pass work. I mean, nice team basketball right there.
For Minnesota, they've gone 2 of 4 from the field since we started the final quarter of play. It's Prince on the wing. Here's Noel. A three-pointer off the mark. The Grizzlies have gone a perfect 4 of 4 to start the final quarter. Can't ask for anything more than that. Stolen by Reed. And now the Timberwolves on the break. Prince misses.
Yeah, and that was lining up to be a huge alley-oop, but they just couldn't quite connect.
Oh, I'm always surprised when it doesn't happen. I'm sure these two will have a good laugh about it later.
So Memphis ends up going with the new group. On defense, the Timberwolves. Jackson misses. Outside Edwards. Prince finds Edwards. Misses the three.
Defensive breakdown, and they can't capitalize. He'll hit that shot almost every time.
Come on and get off for your Grizzlies.
And here's Brooks. He'll bring it up for the Grizzlies. And here's Beverly. Back to Prince. And Bain pulls it down. And a big mental mistake as they get called for the timeout when they had none remaining. And they're going to pay for it with maybe the rarest of technical fouls.
Yeah, a major mental lapse there. He's got to know they're out of timeouts. Just a total unnecessary technical.
You're right, G.A. He won't live that one down easily. Not his proudest moment. You know, Chris, no one wants to see play stop for a coach's challenge, but is that inconvenience outweighed by ensuring it was the right call?
It definitely is, Kevin. You know, we'd rather get the calls right than just be quick. Quality over quickness. That's how I like to think. But, you know, definitely, you don't want those calls all the time. But, yeah, late in the game, you need it. Guys work too hard.
Reed the pass to Beverly. Takes it inside. Makes it off the glass.
Well, that's what they want to see out of Beverly. Decisive basketball. Nice, aggressive drive to the cup.
Here's Adams. And that comes off the assist by Jones. Adams has got 9 points now in just the second half. To the paint, here's Reed, and he jams it with authority.
Such incredible hops for a center. Look, it allows him to hold his own against any other five in the league.
Memphis has gone 2 of 3 in the fourth quarter from long range. Good shooting so far. Took him no time at all on that one. Adams has got 6 points in the quarter.
And perimeter scoring, I have to imagine it was a topic of discussion at halftime.
But it had to be. These days, you need to stretch the floor somewhat to make everything else work.
Now, flying high and throwing it down with the one-hander.
One of his favorite moves right there, guys. Bucket is good.
An improved playmaker who does a solid job distributing the rock. Don't sleep on Brooks' vision.
No one near Edwards as he lets it fly. No good there with the step-back J.
Well, guys, this was never really a contest. Just a total obliteration, if you will. And you can safely say mission accomplished now for the Grizzlies.
And this was one that never really was in doubt, I thought, an all-around dominant performance. And you kind of thought that maybe even going into the game.
Yeah, there was a sense of that. And man, they just pretty much blew them right out of the water. A clinic was put on display here today.
And for the year now, they'll be tallying their 16th win. And one of the key components to this victory, if not the biggest, was the incredible performance for Tyus Jones.
What a teammate he was tonight, setting guys up for layups and open jumpers on what seemed like every possession.
Pass to Reed. 40 seconds left to play in the final quarter. Edwards, that's good.
It's always great to get into a rhythm, but do it when it matters.
Yeah, it has to be frustrating to catch fire when the game is already over. I mean, this is not the outcome they wanted.
And credit the whole team. It was a focused, concerted effort to put this one away.
Yeah, I love how they play for one another out there. No signs of selfishness. They're just a total team effort.
Edwards can't hit. Now here's Adams. It's stolen by Edwards. He kicks to Beverly. And so they foul intentionally.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
13 foul.
And taking a technical there is the last thing you want to do. The opposite of smart basketball.
Shooting the technical free throw, Torian Prince.
And that one falls for Prince.
Substitution on the court.
So no problem for Memphis as they get the win. They poured it on tonight, a dominant showing in front of a crowd that loved every minute of it.
And, you know, this game could really be a defining one for what they can do when they are playing at their best. I mean, being here at home no doubt helps, and the execution was flawless.
And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thanks very much.
All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. And that about wraps it up. For Chris Webber, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.